there's no need me going doing another tape. I'm so sick this morning. I've tried to tell people what's gone on with me and what I was telling. And I've shown Larry Flint because he was shot. I was writing about mind control and the agency doing it, or agencies. And this was back in '76, and April Fool Day of '80, I was given antifreeze, force-fed antifreeze, and should have died. But anyway, Larry Flint, the person that shot him, was programmed to shoot him and kill his attorney in Lawrenceville, and I was living in Marietta. And I was flown out there twice to his home in October of '83. My real name is Margaret Ann Windsor, and I was kidnapped from Buckingham Palace in '41 and brought to Moulton, Alabama, given the name of a twin, and both twins were dead, Peggy and Carl. It's the name I still have to use. I found out about my real name in '83, late '83, and the Brits told me. So I've got all this on other tapes, but I've tried to tell about what they've done to me. I have immune disorder, and when I'm around certain chemicals, the fumes and odors, it makes my immune system attack itself. And over the years, if it's where you live and you're constantly, or you're around it so much, like in your home, you either move or you suffer the consequences. The inflammation and it can be so damaging that, your lungs and your kidneys and your liver and your whole body organs can be damaged. Irreparable is a good word for it. So where I've lived has been toxic, and I've had to move from one place to the other, and I quote the state trooper, Virginia, state trooper, Carl Barton's wife. And why should he suffer repercussions for telling me? But I'm afraid to put it on here, because you tell the truth and man, people start after you, or if they don't want to hear it. Anyway, his wife Linda told me August the 14th of '09, this is how we run you with chemicals, force you to move from place to place. So this is where I'm at, and I've been up, but I stayed outside to get fresh air, because I woke up and it's been hell here. So I have to leave. There's no way I can stay. They know it. The agencies, the law enforcement doing it. And I'll quote, everybody has something to hide. So law enforcement's got things on people and got them to compromise and do things like your maintenance guy or the person that owns wherever I live, whether it's a house or I'm getting that hell beat out of me. So, they're really a bunch of bullies. There's no other word for it. The people, they don't have to do what the cops tell them to do. They're breaking the law. They chose to do it. But anyway, people don't want to lose their jobs, so it looks like an easy thing. It's much better to sell me out and let me die a slow death, looking like a fool running up and down the side of the mountain or the road and begging people because I run out of money and run out of food, just like I am now. I bought food last night. Now I'm going to have to go, and I don't have anywhere to go. And my money's depleted now. I just paid the rent here yesterday. So telling them's a joke that what they're doing to me, they already know it. I want to go back real quick and get this said. It's what I started to say. And I'm so sick. I mean, when it gives you vertigo and you're falling all over the place, you can't. You're incapacitated. So I know I've got to move somewhere, go to the forest, and I wonder what's going to happen. It's late October or mid-October, and it's cold as heck here. But anyway, some of the mind control murders, I said that about Flint, but there's been a list of them, and they were done in patterns so that they could be proven. I thought that would be the end thing of it. Hoped it would. But anyway, I've been moved from place to place. And the last murders here, abductions, and it's not just a gender thing. I mean, there's lists of them. like the Virginia Tech shootings, the 33 mass shootings there, but there's been a bunch. But over on the other side of me is University of Virginia, Charlottesville. And one of the young ladies that was abducted and killed, well, they haven't found her body, but the guy, Taylor, is in prison now. He was found guilty of her murder. This is a mind control murder. So, Randy Taylor, that's his name. So these people, just like Martin David Chapman that shot John Lennon, are victims of mind control themselves. So to send them to prison like the Timothy McVeigh, the Oklahoma City bombing was one of them, and the Tucson, Arizona with Gabby Gifford, the Congress lady, and also the Aurora, Colorado. So these people are under mind control to shoot. But what I wanted to say now is Alexis Murphy, and I'm going to leave out the other one, but then Hannah Graham, she's English, as am I, a citizen of Great Britain. She was abducted, and it's been over a month now, and they haven't been able to locate her. But anyway, last April, I hope I get it on this tape, I've tried several others, and didn't get it on. This is what they do to me. They keep their job as they do what the police or the law enforcement tells them to do. So they do anything to me they want to, and at this point, how would you prosecute them all, even if they were prosecuted? And even then, because they're Americans, and by the way, this is what State Trooper Barton's wife said to me when she said, this is how we run you with chemicals. She said, we're Americans, we're above the law. And yes, she said it. And it's true. She just told the truth. Nobody's paid for any of the crimes that they've done to me, and they've been ongoing and stacked, just like the FBI said, we're stacking them. But okay, before, this is an affordable corporate suites over at Lakeside. And I had moved in there for the same reason I'm going to have to leave here, the chemicals used on me. After I'd been there a week or two, she said to me, I'm sorry. And I thought, well, why does she keep saying that? And then she couldn't be too sorry. She ended up, it was horrible what happened there. But the one morning she brought up, she showed me her daughter's picture on the computer in the office. She said, this is my daughter in her prom dress. She just graduated from high school. She says her name's Alexis, and I'm not going to let happen to her what happened to Alexis Murphy. In other words, she was threatened. If she didn't do her role in what was happening to me, then her daughter would be killed. So nobody has the right to do what they've done to me ongoing. I don't care who told them to commit the crime, they committed them. So I don't know any answer at this point because it's been so ongoing and so sick. And I'm sitting here sick now, ready to try to find a place when my money's gone. I just paid rent. And I don't have a car, and I don't have anywhere to go. So this has been going on, and I'm so sick that when does it totally I get to where I can't move anymore. I can't run.